Hello, everyone. Good afternoon from wherever it is you are in the world. Welcome to this webinar. We're looking at digital positioning and growth. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Peter Bassi. I'm a digital marketing specialist at Vexseed Technologies Limited. Vexseed Technologies Limited is a technology service provider in the heart of Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. I love building digital solutions that help both micro, small, and medium sized businesses to increase sales, boost their revenue, and sell their brand. If you're just joining up in this webinar, I want you to indicate that you're here in the chat section. Just say, hi, Peter, I'm right here with you, and we're good to go. Digital positioning and growth. Before we go into our major theme for today, I'd love to share a little story about my personal Google digital skills experience, okay? I'll be telling you how the Google Digital Skills Program got me my dream job. Okay? Now, I got introduced to the Google Digital Skills Program sometime in 2018 in my final year. Okay? Now, during that event, I got to attend a live Grow with Google Digital Skills training, and I was introduced to the fundamentals of digital marketing. I was also referred to the portal gds.partners.com, and when I went on that platform, I enrolled for the Fundamentals of Digital Marketing course, and I obtained my certificate. Now, after I had gotten my certificate, I put out that certificate on LinkedIn. I made sure I shared it across my social media platforms, and it really was an amazing help for me, because it not only gave me that kickstart into my passion, which was marketing, but then coming from an engineering background and not knowing really much about the digital world, enrolling for that program, enrolling for that course gave me the confidence. It gave me the confidence to actually become, or to seek to become, an authority in that field. When I concluded the whole course, I was given a certificate which was endorsed by Google and by the International Advertising Board in Europe. I put up that certificate on my CV, and then I got a notification on LinkedIn about a digital marketing role. I applied for that role, and I was invited for the interview sometime early this year. And here I am, my dream job in Lagos, Nigeria, my dream city, building solutions for businesses. All right, so I do not know what it is your background of academic qualification could be. I really do not know what you wish to achieve, but I can tell you, for one, these were the results that I got in my life. These were the results that I got, and you can get the very same. All you need to do is enroll for the course at gds.partners.com. Okay? Great. Now, what does it really mean to thrive in today's world? What does it mean as a business owner, as a brand, as a career-driven individual? What does it mean to thrive? Now, we all understand that the advent of the internet, what we know as the internet today, and the mobile phones, Android devices, internet-enabled devices, has radically caused a disruption in the way we perceive and we do business. Up until now, before you could advertise your products or advertise your services, you would always depend on what is called traditional marketing. Now, traditional forms of marketing would include your radios, making payments to television, radio stations, and newspapers to actually promote your business or to promote your service or to promote your brand, as the case may be. But then with the internet, we gradually discovered that it was possible for you to be in Nigeria, for instance, and gain global recognition. The internet actually made globalization very possible. It fast-tracked the pace at which people could communicate, people could relate together, people could send out information within just a single click, okay? And then we had the era where social media came. All of a sudden we discovered that, wow, consumers actually want to take part, they want to participate in the whole value chain. They want to get their views out, they want to get their opinions out, you know. And social media actually put this new dimension to things. All of a sudden, people want to get attention. You post pictures for people to like them, for people to communicate with them, you know. So we have discovered through the advent of the internet that man is a social being. And what does it mean to be a social being? Everyone wants to feel loved, everyone wants to feel valued and appreciated. So as a brand, as a person, as someone who is trying to build a career, it is important for you to, one, take advantage of the digital space. The word there is leverage. Leverage on the digital space. Leverage on the opportunity that the internet brings. I was going through statistics and I discovered that on Facebook alone, we have over 2.2 billion people. What that means is Facebook alone is now like a continent of its own. You know, these are massive opportunities. So for you as a business owner, begin to ask yourself, how can I leverage on this information? How can I leverage on this, on the massive amount of people who are flocking online? All right. So that's one thing you would want to do if you want to thrive in today's economy. Okay. Now, the second thing you would want to do, you would want to learn how to be versatile and open-minded. Be versatile and be open-minded. Come online with an open mind, with a wanting or with a need to learn, to become better, to become exposed in a positive way. All right? You have to approach the digital world today with an open mind. Don't say, oh, this thing is not for me. I am too old, or I am too young, or it is not in my line, or it's not in my line, okay, of upbringing or in my career path. No, you have to come with an open mind. All right? You have to understand that with the internet, anything and everything is possible. So come with an open mind. The third point you would want to note, you would want to learn how to research and think ahead of others. I will give you an example. A young man called Mark Zuckerberg heard about the advent of the internet, and while others were just doing what they were doing, he had the capacity to think ahead. You know, he was someone who said that vision is the capacity to have a mental picture of a predestined future. So your ability to think ahead of others will help you thrive in today's world. So take, for instance, you are in the accounting industry. How can I maximize these opportunities that the online world presents to be ahead of my colleagues, to be ahead of my contemporaries? Today we have information on the internet. I always say YouTube is the university of the world. How can you maximize on this information to be ahead of others? Research. This is not the time where, the time where you would walk into a library and try to get tons and tons and tons of books just to get information. That time has long gone. Today, guys, with a single click, you have so much access. There has never been so much access to information for research as there is in today's world. So what you want to do, you want to maximize on this opportunity to provide quality research, to prove yourself as an expert, as an authority in your field of endeavor, and to think ahead of competition, of your contemporaries, your colleagues, whatever the case may be. All right? Lastly, we are all aware of the coronavirus epidemic and how that a lot of jobs are being lost. A lot of people are losing their jobs, you know. A lot of companies have been forced to embrace lean working models. So you will have to understand that, look, the current situation that we're going through all across the world today could be the new normal. A time could come where where companies are now requesting that, hey, rather than come to the firm, rather than us always, burning diesel, trying to run, the day-to-day services, rather than us doing all of that, let's embrace this remote working model. Right now, more jobs that will be coming up in the coming months will be jobs that are very flexible, that you can work on it anywhere around the world. So you must be willing to understand that what is happening today can be the new normal, and as such, you must learn to adapt. You must learn to adapt. The word there is adapt. You will only thrive in today's economy if you are flexible, if you are able to adapt to changes, to current situations. It is very important. I really cannot overemphasize this particular point enough. A lot of jobs are going to phase away because of adaptability. Those jobs were not able to handle the nature of change. So be open to change, embrace change, and be willing to adapt. One thing you can do in adaptation is to learn a new skill. And that's basically what we're talking about today. Learn a skill. I told you about my story. I studied engineering. How was I able to adapt? How was I able to get a job in one of the largest companies in the biggest city in West Africa, Victoria Island, Lagos? It was because I was able to adapt. I understood that it is important that in this time you are able to learn, you are able to relearn, you are able to unlearn. So guys, ask yourselves, what skills do I currently have? What skills do I currently have? Are they important in today's world? We're going to be talking about skills shortly after now, but begin to ask yourselves, are those skills, is my certificate, is my academic qualification needed in today's world? Is it going to be relevant? All right? And then learn to understand what is happening, what the trends are, what the times are, and adapt. Okay? So these are just a few points on what to expect, all right, in this ever-changing world, in this ever-evolving world. Okay? Now, someone is asking me, okay, Peter Bassi, now you have said a lot. How can I thrive on the job? How can I leverage on digital skills? What basically are the digital skills that I need to thrive in today's economy? What are those skills that I need to be relevant in today's world? Now, one skill that you would want to look out for is called social media advertising. I got to tell you that right now there are so many people online. Do you know, friends, that because more and more people are in their houses, a lot of people are now online? Mark Zuckerberg was making a publication and he said that, wow, never has there been such a large amount of people online as they are today. This is simply because a lot of people are now getting bored. There is no work. No one is going out. No one is doing things. So as a brand, as a business owner, can you capitalize on this information? Can you capitalize on the fact that people are coming online? And can you learn to advertise to those people? Social media advertising is a skill. I laugh at my friends who tell me that, Facebook ads do not work, Instagram ads do not work, LinkedIn ads do not work. I tell you this afternoon, that these platforms are still grossly underutilized. They are still grossly underutilized. And as much as the internet will always remain, social media will play a large role. So ask yourself, how can social media advertising impact on myself, impact on my business? How can it bring more value to me? Because this is a skill that you do not want to take for granted. Okay? Now the next skill is called search engine optimization. And search engine optimization basically has to do with all of the techniques that you utilize, to increase the ranking of websites on search engine result pages. Now, when you come when you come into the field of web development and all of that, there's what is called search engine result pages. Google, for instance, we all know Google.com. Google is an example of a search engine. Now, what happens is this. A search engine has certain crawlers that crawls all over the web to identify relevant websites that are linked to relevant keywords. Now, when this happens, when a query is performed, when someone comes online and performs a search or performs a query, what happens is that these little bots, they just go around and they look for the website that is most relevant as regarding that query. Now, as a search engine optimization specialist, you can help people rank their websites better. So take, for instance, someone is searching for, say, let's give an example, electronic stores in Lagos. You can walk up to a company and say, an electronics firm, and say, hey, I can help you through certain bidding strategies, through backlinks and all of that. I can help you to rank your website so that when anyone is performing a search on electronic stores in Lagos, your website will come up first. This is a digital skill that you can leverage on. You can get new jobs, new skills, and make money from these skills. The third is what is called search engine marketing. Now, search engine marketing, I would liken it to the paid form of search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is basically organic. All right, so you are trying to help websites to rank using organic means. You are not really sending out money. You are not paying an advertiser to promote anything. You're just increasing the importance of that website, probably by working on the content, by making the website more mobile friendly, by making the website dynamic, by optimizing the keywords, and all of that. You are not you are not paying for any service. But when it comes to search engine marketing, you are saying, okay, I understand that I can do this organically, but to reach more people, you then perform, you then pay, you then give money in place of certain ad spaces. So that's just basically what search engine marketing is. All right, it's a paid form of helping people's websites to rank, on search engine result pages. I don't know how many of us have gone on to perform any search at all. You will discover that when you perform a search query on Google, you have a lot of websites come out. You would also discover, if you haven't discovered it, you can still check it after this webinar. You'll discover that for the first 1, 2, probably 3 websites that will come up when you perform a search query, you will find out that there is what is called written at the side. I think the left-hand side of your screen, you will see one word, ad. What that necessarily means is the person who owns that website actually paid Google to rank their pages first when anyone performs that query. So that's actually a skill. You can actually learn about search engine marketing and make it your own, your own specialty, and provide this service to small businesses. Okay. There is also what is called email marketing. Email marketing is also a skill. Right now in today's world, a lot of people are saying, I want to know more about your business. Tell me more about your business, but you can't really reach them every single time. Now, what you can do is you can put out certain, forms. You have Google Docs, Google Forms, all right? You can use Google Forms to collect emails, phone numbers, names, even details, basically details of your clients or of your prospective customers, and send them regular updates. There is an amazing tool that is called MailChimp. The free version of MailChimp can actually allow you to send over 2,000 emails all at once. So with MailChimp, you can send people updates about your products, about your services, about your offers. You can even send them coupon codes. How many of us have seen on our emails certain organizations tell us, hi, this promo is happening today, use this coupon code? In fact, now we have so many people receiving emails because companies have discovered that if they can send people coupon codes on courses, relevant materials, people are willing to buy because people are not really doing much. All right, people want to know what is happening. They want you to tell them what exactly is happening. You can do that using email marketing. Okay? people still check their emails, please. No one should say people do not check their emails anymore. People still check their emails. Any serious person will always check his email on whatever thing you do, even if you are applying for any offer. People still check emails, all right? Now, another point is display ads, okay? Display ads is really an interesting part of the digital skills that a lot of people have to really take up. It's grossly underutilized. I didn't really understand how display ads work until, I got this new role. It's really interesting. Now, if you've ever opened up an app or you've gone on a website, take for instance, you were trying to make a research on a particular topic, and then all of a sudden on that same website, you are seeing a pop-up, probably from Jumia, asking you to buy a shoe or buy a phone or stuff. Now, that is called display advertising. So what happens is that companies actually pay for those positions, for those places, those banners. You just see the banners. Most website owners or bloggers actually have banners on their website, and this is how they make money from it. They pay companies, they pay organizations like Jumia, any organization that wants to sell their products. They actually receive funds from those organizations to display those ads on their websites. So you can actually do that too. You can do that too. You can pick up display advertising as a particular skill, okay? The last point here is what is called pay per click. And pay per click is actually just a very simple manner or way of advertising where you find a firm actually gets to pay an advertiser for every goal that the advertiser achieves. I will explain. Take for instance, I have a business, all right? I sell cupcakes. Now, I want to increase my brand visibility. I look for a pay per click personnel and I pay him and I say, hey, this is the objective of my business. I want more people to come to my website. Do you understand? I want more people to come to my website. And I pay him, and what happens is I am billed per one person that comes to my website. So it's like whoever clicks on my website, I will be paid for any one click. All right, so this is also a very interesting digital skill you will want to consider, okay, in today's world. Now, we move on to the next point. What tools can organizations use to survive in this period? In this period where we have social distancing as a common phenomenon. What tool can you deploy in your organization, in your company, in your non-profit, whatever the case may be? Okay, one is all right, and all of those platforms are packaged under what is called G Suite. Now, in G Suite, we have Google Docs. Google Docs is the Microsoft version of Word, or is the Word version of Microsoft for Google. All right, and the difference is that using Google Docs, you have all of your information stored up on a cloud. Do you understand? You have everything backed up on cloud. So take for instance, have you ever experienced this where you were probably working on your laptop, or you're trying to finish up a proposal, or even your final year defense? I know for students around there. So you were working on your final year proposal, and all of a sudden you experience power outage, and your laptop is not really that suitable for retaining power, and all of your documents are lost. But with Google Docs, you have all of that embedded online. Do you understand? You have all of that embedded online on the cloud. So any day, anytime, you can always make reference to that. All right, under G Suite, we still have Hangouts where you can have cool voice calls, video calls with your colleagues in the office, with your members, the members of your nonprofit. We have Google Slides. Google Slides is so amazing. Why it's so amazing is with Google Slides, you can actually work on one slide. 3, 4, 5 people can be working on a slide instantaneously, and the changes are being effected. You don't have to finish, save, send it via email to the next person. No, all of you can work on one slide at the same time, and the changes are being effected immediately, instantaneously. It's like on the speed of time. Okay, so all of this, you would want to check out all of these packages. There's so much. There is Google Drive, where you can store important information on probably your certificates, your international passports. You can save PDFs, very important PDFs, ebooks on your Google Drive. Okay, so these are tools that you can use to survive in this time. Okay, another tool is what is called Trello. Trello is an amazing project management tool. For those of us that are saying, hey, I cannot set my priorities right, or I'm procrastinating so much, you will want to look towards using Trello, all right, to organize your work, to organize everything that you have to do. Okay, now we also have what is called Hootsuite and Skills Social. All right, these are platforms that can help you to manage your social media pages. Okay, they can actually help you to schedule posts, to make comments. They are really handy tools when you are managing more than one social media account and you want to send out information across board. Okay, there's still another amazing tool that is called Canva. Right now you are trying to set up probably a design, or you're trying to set up some information, and Wix. WordPress is a click and drag content management system. It really helps you to build websites in a very organized manner. It helps you to manage your websites in a very organized manner. All right, and then we also have Power BI. Power BI is an amazing data analytics tool. For those of us that want to build career in data analytics, all right, you would want to look up Power BI. And then, of course, the programming language that everyone is talking about today, Python. All right, there are amazing platforms where you can learn about Python programming, and it can really help you to up your game as a developer, as a software developer. Right, so these are just one of the few tools that can actually help your organization. Do not forget G Suite. Check it out. Check out all of those platforms and see how it is actually relevant for you as a business owner, or as a brand, or as an organization, or as a company. Now, someone is now asking, okay, so how relevant are digital skills in the world today? What's the global relevance of digital skills? Now, you have to understand that this is the fastest way you will get your products known globally. I always tell business owners, it's important for you to engage locally, but come with a global approach. Be globally engaged, all right, but be locally driven. Do you understand? Have a global pie, a global perspective for things, as much as you are playing in a local industry. And digital skills will help you. They will help you put out your brand globally. They will help you put out your business globally. You just need to take advantage of these opportunities that are on the internet. Okay, now the second thing that the digital skills will give you an edge over is that it will give you a competitive edge over job seekers and business owners. Remember the story I shared? I came from an engineering background, little or nothing to do with the digital world or with technology. All right, but then with digital skills, I was able to cover that gap and even give myself a competitive edge. In fact, one of the things that stood me out when I walked into the interview room for the job I told you about earlier in this presentation was that I came in with a lot of knowledge and equipment from the course I had carried out in the fundamentals of digital marketing. And I also had the privilege to do some little management, social media management, search engine optimization at the side, just to be able to get some extra income. So putting all of these digital skills together, I was able to stand out. So this is what digital skills will do for you. It will help you to stand out. All right? It will help your business to stand out. Understanding how websites work, understanding SEO, search engine marketing, it will help you rank your websites. So there are so many benefits. Another, it increases your profitability ratio. Imagine if up till now, as a small or medium scale business owner, the only opportunity you had to advertise your business was to go to probably NTA or AIT and pay so much money. As a small or medium scale and business owner, how much are you even wanting to pay? How much will you afford? Can you run those kind of expensive adverts for more than a month, for more than a year? So having digital skills looking at the digital world will actually help you to, increase your profitability ratio. The next thing that it would do for you, it would expose you to new tools. I know a lot of us have probably heard about the tools I mentioned, Canva, G Suite, Trello and all of that. But then you can still get to know there are a lot more and more skills out there, all right? And going for digital skills would actually enhance, okay? It will enhance your exposure to new tool, and it will help you work efficiently. I can't overemphasize this. Remember, I told you, imagine you want to work on a slide, and probably your boss wants to see what you're doing live, and then it takes time. Doing work offline actually takes time. But when you leverage on a digital platform, it will help you to work more efficiently. Okay, people are working remotely today. All right, and finally, we say digital skills is a highly demanded skill globally, especially in this digital age where people are saying, hey, work remotely. People are talking about lean entrepreneurship, lean work models, skeletal system of work, skeletal work models. You do not want to ignore digital skills. You do not want to ignore the power of SEO, the power of social media advertising, the power of search engine marketing, PPC, display ads, web development. These are skills that you do not want to, you do not want to take for granted. Okay, so these are just a few impacts that having a digital skill would help you. All right, now what does the Google Digital Skills Program offer? Basically, one, Google offers a global acceptable digital marketing certificate, which covers the following topics. Now we're talking about the fundamentals of digital marketing. That's a course that Google actually offers and offers a certificate for. Now, it teaches you, in that course, you will learn how you can work remotely from home. You would also learn how you can take your business online. So for those that are saying, okay, I have really been affected by this coronavirus epidemic, and I want to take my business online. If you go through that course, you will learn the basics of taking your business online. Another thing that you will learn in that course is how to track and measure. All right, so you will learn about analytics, certain analytics tools. Critical, perfect example is the Google Analytics. You will learn how you can measure the traffic that is coming to your website, how many people are getting to know your business. You would basically measure how your objectives are being achieved. Okay. Another thing that you will enjoy is how you can find jobs. I heard people are saying a lot of people are losing their jobs. Now, digital skills will give you that advantage of, that enablement to find new jobs. Remember, we talked about adaptability earlier in this presentation, your ability to be flexible, to adapt. All right, so getting the digital skills will actually really tremendously help you to find these digital jobs. Okay, another amazing offer that the course has, how you could build your online shop, how you can make the most of video marketing, planning your business online strategy, and lots and lots and lots and lots more. I cannot overemphasize the value that you will gain when you latch onto this opportunity and begin your digital journey, or begin your journey in the digital space. All right. Now, someone is now asking, good, we've heard a lot about the digital world. We've heard so many things. How can I build a successful career that can help me make money in the digital space? Some of these careers, we've actually talked about them, but I would still pick them up one after the other. There's what is called content creation. Remember, we said a lot of businesses are now understanding the need to come online, and because they are doing that, they want to put out content. They want to put out content, whether it's on social media, whether it's on their internet, whether it's on their websites. Companies want to put out content. So as a content creator, you would basically be responsible for developing the information that will help organizations interact with their customers, with their clients. All right, so you are responsible for developing text, images, videos, GIFs, whatever it may be. The goal is to send out information about products, about services, about special offers, so that people can keep up to date with certain business ventures. All right, this is an amazing, amazing skill that you can build a career from. Another one is social media management. A lot of us do not know, but people actually pay for people actually pay lump sums for people to manage their social media handles. All right, this is one thing you probably would want to look into: social media management as a career. All right, the next is what is called campaign analytics manager. This is very, very important. A lot of it's not necessary. It's not about having data. I know people say data is the new norm, and all of that. But if you cannot make sense of your data, there is really no value for that data. Right, so a campaign analytics manager will look at certain campaigns that an organization is running, whether it's an advertising campaign, whatever it may be, and look at the data that was gotten from that campaign and try to make sense of that data. All right, try to understand what the data is saying. Why did this campaign perform better than the other campaign? All right, so that's what a campaign analytics manager does, and it's a career that you can build. This campaign analytics management actually puts you into business development management. All right, it also puts you into analytics. All right, it's an amazing field you would want to really consider. Now, another very interesting career is blogging. Right, a lot of us are staying at home. Why don't you start up your blog? Why don't you start up your blog? With blogging, you can talk about literally anything you are passionate about. I know we've all heard about Linda Keji and her story and all of that. It's just one of the benefits. It's just one of the benefits of identifying a potential successful skill and building a career out of it. So you're passionate about food. Why don't you build a blog that talks about how people can build healthy lifestyles by eating well, by getting good nutrition, or just put out a blog where you can put out recipes. You're probably an events manager or something. Just put out a blog and share information. Now, in trying to share information, the moment you begin to put out information that is both inspiring, educative, and informative, people will come to your blog. Okay, so consistently create a system where people can engage with information and be consistent about it in a daily basis. Okay, another is web development. Companies are now understanding the need to come online. If you can package yourself as a web developer, you don't really even have to learn to code to start. I made mention of WordPress and Wix. You do not necessarily have to learn coding from scratch. You can learn how to use, and the best part is that there are videos on how you can build a website on WordPress free of charge on YouTube. All right, you just need to go on YouTube and search how to build a website from scratch using WordPress, or how to build a website from scratch using Wix, and just follow what they are doing. Click and drag, drop, and you are already on your way to making money as a web developer. Okay, and there are so many other skills. Now, someone is now saying, wow, this is an amazing session. I've gotten a lot of value. I've gotten a lot of information. Where can I start? Where can I start? How can I learn more about digital skills? How can I get new digital skills that can position me for this ever-evolving world? Okay, this is where to start. There is a link on your screen, gds.partners.com. You can also check the link in the comment section. The link is actually going to be placed in the comment section, okay? So you can just click through the link, but the link is gds.partners.com. When you click on that link, you would be redirected to the Google Digital Skills for Africa platform, where you can get access to the fundamentals of digital marketing course with Google. When you're done with that course, you can get your certificates that is endorsed by Google and by the International Advertising Board in Europe. Okay, it's gds.partners.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. I hope it has been an amazing time. I hope it has been an amazing experience. Please comment. I'll just take a few questions from you. If you're still online, if you're there, just send out questions. If there are any terminologies that within a few minutes you would want me to talk about, you would want me to explain, please let me know in the comment section. If you're still on this broadcast, you can also say hello, you can say hi in the chat section that is just below your screen. All right, do not forget the link for enrolling for the fundamentals of digital marketing, gds.partners.com. That's really very, very important. All right. Thank you so much for being with us. In a few minutes, a WhatsApp link is going to be shared to you on your WhatsApp. A WhatsApp link is going to be shared to you. Okay, so you can actually click on that link to join up our WhatsApp group. For those of us that would probably want mentoring, that would want more information about digital skills, that link is going to be placed in the chat forum very, very shortly. All right, so you can engage with the link and also keep yourself abreast of recent happenings around the world. Okay, thank you so much for joining us in today's session. I will love to take questions now. If anyone has any questions, please do well to ask your questions in the chats before we end today's session. Okay? Oh, I'm seeing amazing comments. Victoria Idang, Victoria, thank you so much for joining us. I see Victoria. Wow, this was an amazing session. Thank you, Victoria. I see Oye Moses. He says perfect delivery. Thank you so much. I see Akom Regina who says, wow, well done. I've been impacted. We are glad. We're so glad that you were impacted. I see Esther. Esther says thumbs up. Esther, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for coming online. I see Olusegun. Olusegun says thank you, Peter. Olusegun, thank you so much. I see Mr. Patrick says thank you, Peter. Thank you so much, Mr. Patrick. All right, guys. So check out the link. You can join up our WhatsApp group if you want more information on how you can benefit from the digital world. Just follow the link in the comment section. All right, we've dropped the link to WhatsApp. We have also dropped a link to the gds.partners.com platform where you can get access to the digital marketing role. All right, I'm just going through our comments. I just want to make a few shout outs. Kayode says, thank you so much, Peter. Thank you, Kayode. I was glad to have this session. I was glad to have you. We're all glad to have you. Yoji says thank you. Thank you, Yoji. Thank you, Joseph. Ako Regina again. Esemua, thank you. Emmanuel Samuel, Omolola, Giwa, I see Olusegun. Thank you so much. So if you have more, I see a question for Olusegun. Olusegun says, what is the future prospect for a data scientist? Olusegun, the future prospects. If you're talking about data science, the future prospects for data science is now. Now, what I mean is data science as a field is already getting a lot of traction and a lot of global relevance. All right. Remember I said we are in a data-centric economy. We're in a data-centric economy. A time will come where there will be so much data, so much information, but there would not be enough people to make sense of that information. Remember I said it's not just enough for you to have data, it's not enough for you to have information, but it's also okay for you to make sense of that information. So as a data scientist, all right, your role will be to study large amounts of data. You will be responsible. You will work hand in hand with a data analyst to really study data, to study the kind of information people put out. All right, data can come in a lot of forms. All right, so please, I will really ask that. All right, you take that. If you want to build a career in data science, please take it seriously. there is a lot of demand for it. All right, there is a lot of demand. I can say data science is one of the highly paying skills across the world today. All right, I see a question from Kayode. Please, can you go over Canva? Okay, so what I just explained was that Canva is a tool that can help you to do designs. Now, for those of us who are small business owners who really do not have the graphic design skill, or you cannot pay a graphics designer just yet for your work, you can use Canva. What Canva did was we had millions of graphics designers come together to make templates. So free, very free templates for social media posts, for posters, whatever you want to do. All you need to do is download the app and go on and describe what you want to do, and it pops out for you. If you're trying to make a social media post, you go on Canva, search social media or Instagram posts. You can search for food posts. It will pop up. Exact dimensions, beautiful designs. All you need to do is just edit, remove what is there, put your name, put your business information, put your number, and it will really, really help you. Okay, Canva has an app. Go on Play Store, download it. You can also visit their website, okay, canva.com. All right, and just make amazing graphic designs for yourself. Okay, I'm trying to look up our questions. I hope I addressed the Canva question. Let me look out for the next question. Okay. Oh, Luke Shegun, thank you for asking that question. Okay. The WhatsApp link. Okay, someone is talking about the WhatsApp link. I think there is an updated WhatsApp link, okay, for that. So you can just check whatever it is you need. Please just check in the comment section. All right, I'm still around for a few minutes to answer some more questions. So if you have any questions, please go down on the comment section and ask your questions. So Olusegun says, thank you so much for that. Though I'm a geoscientist and will handle a lot of data, I'm looking out for a way to link data sciences to geosciences. I mean, Olusegun, this is really amazing. All right. Just as I explained earlier, you don't necessarily have to have an academic background in some of these digital skills. In fact, what we are going to see in a few months to a year is we'll begin to see jobs begin to merge, because jobs now understand the relevance for data. They now understand that a lot of people are now online. More jobs are going to merge together. You'll be seeing old jobs and new digital jobs merging together. So as a geoscientist, Mr. Olusegun, you would want to ask yourself, how can I make use of the fact that I can understand how data works to improve on the geoscience sector? I don't know if I'm talking to you. You can pioneer, you on your own can pioneer a new field in geosciences that makes use of the skill of data science to make meaning from the data that you get from whatever it is you're doing. All right. I hope I have expounded on that. Sarah says, nice. Thank you so much, Sarah. Patience, thank you so much. Lawal Shakira, I see you. Balogun Jacob, thank you for that comment. All right. I see Eze Friday. Eze Friday says, thank you, Peter. Please tell us more about data science. Now, this particular webinar is focused on how you can position yourself for growth. If you want to learn more about data science, please join that WhatsApp channel. There is a WhatsApp chat link that is just there in the comment section. Click on it and then make your questions and we will really explain better. All right, but this webinar was particularly for people who want to grow their brands in the digital world. All right, thank you so much. I'll still be expecting questions. If we do not have any questions, any more questions, I want to say thank you to everyone who joined up this session. Thank you for taking out the time. Thank you for taking out the resources to be here. You can always go back to the video. For those of us whose network wasn't really supportive, you can always go back to the video and re-study the whole meeting. Okay, great. Someone says, Someone says, how useful is this certificate? Is it generally accepted? Is it generally recognized? Guys, this certificate is generally recognized. You can place the certificate on your LinkedIn platform. For those of us who joined the broadcast earlier on, you will recall I told you my own story, my own personal story. All right, so maybe I just go through it. Back in school, I studied mechanical engineering. All right, mechanical engineering is my or was my major, but then I was passionate about marketing. I was always involved in promotional campaigns back on campus. Now, going through the course gave me the background. It gave me the I would say the foundation, all right, to become or to begin or to build my digital marketing expertise or to start my journey. So the certificate is not just only relevant for you to apply for jobs. It will give you all of the fundamental knowledge, the information, the tools, the work tools that you need to kickstart your digital marketing journey. Do you understand? As much as knowledge is progressive, going through the course is very important. Do not go through the course because you want to get a certificate. All right? The certificate is endorsed by Google. The certificate is endorsed by the International Advertising Board in Europe. All right? That's how internationally recognized the certificate is. I placed my own certificate on LinkedIn. I was invited for a job. I put the certificate in my CV and it was recognized. You get, it was recognized. The beautiful part about this is the course will only take you about 40 hours if you are a very, very, very slow, if your internet is very slow or your network coverage is very slow or you space your learning at a particular pace. It could take you an average of not more than 40 hours. And when you're done, you would actually be asked to write a certificate exam, okay? And when you write that certification exam and you pass, I think 80%, that's the pass mark, you write out that exam, you will actually be given your certificate as a PDF. So that's the link for you to start up your journey. Remember, gds.partners.com. Please, when you get your certificates, you can share it on the WhatsApp group. Two things: join the WhatsApp group, kickstart your journey through the link gds.partners.com. Once again, oh, I see Uyai. Thank you so much. Excellent delivery. Thank you so much. Clapetra, thank you for joining us. Clapetra says, great job you're doing. All right. Eze Friday, please, sir, can I get this video? The video will always remain after this broadcast, so you can always go back to the video and watch it using the channel. All right. Giwa says, I know, thank you. God, amen, amen. Thank you so much for the prayers, Giwa. All right. Eze Friday says, thank you so much. All right, guys, if we do not have any more questions, we have actually come to the end of the session. I want to shout out to the team that put this and made this possible, Partners Nigeria Limited. I want to shout out to all of the team, the board, the management of Partners Limited. I want to shout out to my boss, Mr. Patrick. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. I want to shout out to my project manager, Miss Peju. Peju, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. To Miss Shei, thank you so much for this opportunity. To all of the trainers on the Google Digital Skills for Africa program, I want to say you guys are doing an amazing job. Keep impacting lives, keep going digital. And to everyone who joined this live channel, this live webinar, you are the reason why we were here. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for coming out to support us. I really appreciate your support. Partners appreciate your support. Google appreciates your support. We want to say we love you. We love you so much. And have a great day. Take care of yourselves. All right. Bye-bye.